Alright guys, this is my brand new Guan-Li A-10 fully assembled. Got paint peeled off here and there while I was trying to assemble. I've modified it so that I have a functioning rudder, which wasn't too hard to do. Just gonna have to cut some foam out. It's fully functional. Looks okay. We'll see what happens during the flight. It's also tied into the nose gear so that I still have ground steering. Also, I have the rudder control on the landing, which will make it nice. Of course, all flight controls are normal. Everything seems to work. So what I've done is I've taken the EDF off of the Dynam A-10 and stuck it in this plane. So it's quite powerful, as you can see. This one actually has a pilot, which looks pretty good. Now I've got the failsafe set up per Airtronics instructions, and when the battery loses power, I have the angle of attack on a positive side, so hopefully it won't go straight to the ground like I always do. The aileron stays neutral as I programmed it, and as it powers back up, the elevator returns to the neutral position. Hopefully with this failsafe with the nose up, it'll stay in the air long enough for me to recover, and hopefully I'll make a flight and the plane will live to fly another day, maybe. But anyway, what I found out is the UBEC was giving me some weird action. Alright, here's a preview of my BlitzworkRC Works bananahobby F-16. Pretty decent sized plane, nice paint job. Of course there's no pilot in this thing. Flight controls are set up. Next. The rudder works fine. Of course I don't have no sticker or anything on there yet. Don't have the landing gear working yet. But the details are pretty good. Of course, something is straining here. I don't know what it is. It's making quite a bit of noise. I've had it programmed, but I haven't figured it out yet. But the thrust vector is hooked up. It really don't do much. I'll just go ahead and try to figure it out eventually. But anyway, the details are pretty nice. It's a matte paint job. It's not glossy, shiny, or nothing. It's a decent paint job. Now, if you flip it over, there's landing gear. It's pretty decent. There's no shocks or anything. The only thing I don't like about it is the door is actuated by the gear with a piece of string, as you can see. And the flight control, the ailerons and the elevator is tied in. It works off of one servo on each side. Overall, not too bad. The decent hinges, pretty strong. The paint job is not, body work is not all that great. There's a lot of pitting, but I might have to redo this. But I have to figure out the channel mixing so I can get this landing gear working. I really don't have it worked out yet, but there's more to come. As soon as I get my flying skill up to par, I might actually even fly this thing. First of all, there was a bunch of parts missing off of this plane, so the thrust vectoring is really not working. There's one servo each for the elevator on each side, which is also tied into the aileron. So it's actually an aileron mix. Looks pretty good, not too bad. There's a functional rudder. This is pretty good also. This is a 70mm model. It's supposed to have a flat mix also, but I have none of those hooked up yet. Paint job is pretty decent. The body is okay. There are a few spots where it don't look too good. I'll peel the paint off, trying to put some glue on there. But it's a matte finish. It's not bad. Of course, there's no pilot, but detail is pretty decent. Landing gear is pretty nice, which I haven't channeled in yet to get it hooked up. But the door is actuated with a piece of string, as you can see. So when the gear goes up, it's tied into the gear and pulls the door up. It's pretty cheap, but it works. I just gotta figure out the channel mixing on my radio to get it working. So it's really not bad of a plane. It's pretty good. But for the price that I paid, it could have been a lot better. It's got a pylon mounting points if I want to mount an external tank or something, which I'm not going to do. But as I say, I need to build up my pilot skills before I can even attempt to fly this thing. cost too much for me to just go and crash on the first flight. Anyhow, as you can see, there's a lot of pitting, so really it is not a great foam plane, but unless you go up close you won't be able to see none of this stuff. It works. Anyway, stay tuned. Sooner or later I'll get enough courage and probably the skills to go fly this thing.